This component plus third component performance evaluation are related. They are related components, two components. Managerial autonomy as an idea, this idea has its background in Taylor's idea called neo-Taylorism. And liberation management. Recent work, liberation management. What is neo-Taylorism? To understand neo-Taylorism, we need to understand Taylorism first. From where this idea neo-Taylorism comes, we need to know this. Neo-Taylorism has its base in Taylor's work called differential piece rate system. We will study in thinkers portion when we will study about Frederick Wiesław Taylor. We will study about that, but here a brief reference is must. This expected work performance level or EWP level, below EWP level, above EWP level, this index 1.0, 0.75, 1.25. What is differential? Is Taylor's differential piece rate plan. There is Taylor's differential piece rate plan. Taylor in year 1895 brought this idea when workers were given time wage. Time wage means daily wage. Work for 8 hours, 10 hours, you will get a particular wage. For example, rupees 100. Taylor found that worker was not performing well. Poor performance by worker. Therefore, he suggested piece rate system. Piece rate means per unit of production, wage will be paid. And that piece rate should be differential. If someone achieve EWP level, expected target, then he will get standard wage plus bonus. Wage will be standard plus bonus. And those who go above EWP level, they will get higher wage plus bonus. And those who are not achieving this target, those who are below EWP, they will get lower wage. No bonus. Lower wage, no bonus. Means imagine the wage per unit is rupees 10 and the expected level of output is 20. Then this person will get 200 plus bonus. And if he produces 30, then his rate will be higher, 15 per unit. Then he will get 450 plus bonus. And if he produces only 10, wage rate will be 8. Just 80 he will get. In differential piece rate system, Taylor suggested individual wage. Individual wage. That means no group wage. Earlier also there was system of group wage. No group wage. He suggested individual wage, no group wage. Group wage will not be paid. And it is performance measurement. Performance will be measured. Based on that, award and punishment will be given. This above AWP level, it is award. EWP level is also award. Below EWP level is punishment. Below EWP level is punishment. This approach of Taylor is also called carrot and stick approach to motivation. This idea, this particular format has been applied in public sector management process. 3 components had been drawn from here. Component number 1, individual responsibility. Second component, performance measurement. And third component, award and punishment. Three component: individual responsibility, performance measurement, award and punishment. Is it there? 3 components are there. Individual wage, no group wage, is a technique of measuring performance, and then award and punishment given based on that. These 3 components are applied in the public sector reform called managerial autonomy. And that, let's take a diagram. Managerial autonomy that we discussed here. Managerial autonomy, performance evaluation, 2 components of NPM. They find its place in a system of memorandum of understanding. MOU. So we can draw the diagram of MOU. Earlier also we have done this diagram. Government comes in agreement with manager. Government gives target, manager achieves that target. Government has not to interfere or non-interference from government side. Manager side, it is autonomy. And related to this target are component number 1, individual responsibility of manager. Performance measurement. And award and punishment. हाँ
टेलर साइड सर ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक टेलर साइड है तो नियो टेलरिज्म में क्या बोलते हैं?
नियो टेलरिज्म में इसको अप्लाई किया गया उसी 3 कंपोनेंट को टेलर का डिफरेंशियल पी सेट प्लान में जो कंपोनेंट है उसको न्यू पब्लिक सेक्टर मैनेजमेंट के फॉर्मेट में इसको अप्लाई किया गया, इसीलिए उसको नियो टेलरिज्म कहते हैं. टेलर्स आइडिया applied in public sector in a new format is neo-taylorism. So Taylor's idea when applied, it is neo-taylorism. It is neo-taylorist tool. MOU is a neo-taylorist tool. Why MOU system? Look at the performance of PSU in the past. The PSUs were given more and more weightage in Indian system. In India, PSU played dominant role, and PSU's dominant role started with second 5-year plan, Nehru-Mahalanobis model. What was the target? Target was with the help of PSU, basic infrastructural support to economy will be given. Import substitution will be done. Means we were importing too much. Import substitution will be done, or import will be reduced, or whatever is imported will be produced at home. Clear? Basic infrastructure, import substitution. Third, capital formation. PSU will earn profit. They will have savings. Savings will help in capital formation. So capital formation will be done. Plus, balanced regional development as a goal will be achieved. So PSU in poor backward area will be opened. It will achieve development of that poor backward area. So balanced regional development as a goal will be achieved. Plus it will help in ancillary industries, etc. Ancillary industry means big industry of government can help small micro industries. That is ancillary industry development. These were the goal. PSU failed in their goal. Why they failed in their goal? So many reasons for the failure of the PSU was there. One of the more prominent reason was minister controlled PSU. Minister interfered in the functioning of PSU, and because of that interference, management quality became poor, deteriorated. So reason was poor management. Why poor management was done? Poor management was done why? Because ministers interfered. Plus there emerged a concept philosophy we referred here, liberation management. Also came the idea called liberation management. Liberation management says liberate managers. Or let the managers manage. Let the managers manage. The scholars of this viewpoint, they suggest, they say that there is no problem on the side of management. Management works well. Management performs well. There is no problem in management. Problem remains in the system. Managers are technical people, they are professional experts, they are capable people, they are skilled, they can perform. Problem does not remain in management. Problem is not there in the side of the managers. System is problematic. Problem remains in the rules, regulations, drafting of the organizational structure. Problem lies there. And if managers are they are allowed to perform freely, they can achieve goals. So they believe that managers are good people. Managers are good people. They are capable people. Problem lies in system. Problem lies in laws, procedures. Problem lies there. If managers are allowed to perform independently, they will achieve goal, they will achieve target. They are good people, they are capable people. There is problem in the system. So liberate manager, allow manager to perform freely, let the managers manage. Two philosophies, liberation management, number one, and market management, number two. They combine together form neoliberalism or new public management movement. Liberation management and market management, they combine together form neoliberal movement or NPM movement, new public management movement. And these two components of new public management, managerial autonomy as a component, number one, and performance measurement as a component, performance appraisal as a component. These two components are coming through liberation management. They are coming through MOU, they are coming through neo-Taylorism. Neo-Taylorism, liberation management or MOU system, they combine together form today what we call managerial autonomy and performance evaluation of NPM. Clear? First, manager should be given autonomy, and if managers are given autonomy, logically there will be incentivization, and when there is incentivization, there will be performance measurement. Without measuring performance, incentives are not possible.